Have you ever walked into a room and felt its story without a single word being spoken? Or looked into someone's eyes and understood a sorrow or a joy they themselves could not name? This experience is not imagination. It is not an illusion. And it is far more than what modern science calls sensitivity. What you are sensing is a silent language, a profound current of energy that flows beneath the surface of the world. Ancient wisdom teaches that this is the mark of a rare spiritual presence, an inner light that certain souls carry. It is a luminous field that can be felt by others, even if they don't know what they are feeling. This journey is not for everyone, but if you are here, it is because some part of you already knows this truth. So, together, let us explore the 9 profound manifestations of this radiant spiritual glow, this unseen aura that sets the true empath apart. This is your roadmap to understanding the beautiful and powerful responsibility of the light you carry. Before we begin, I invite you to declare your intention. Find a quiet moment within and let this affirmation resonate in your heart and mind. Then, share it with our growing community below. In the comments, simply write, "My light is my guide." By writing these words, you are not just typing on a screen, you are planting a seed of awareness. You are joining a silent chorus of souls who are ready to embrace their authentic nature. Now, let us begin. The first manifestation, the resonance of stillness in chaos. You have felt this. Imagine yourself in a crowded market or a tense meeting at work. There is noise, there is conflict, there is a storm of frantic energy all around. But within you, there is a center of calm, a quiet, undisturbed lake. This is not apathy. It is not detachment. It is a profound inner stillness that observes the storm without becoming the storm. This is the first glow of your aura, a silent hum of peace that others can sense, even if they cannot explain it. This experience anchors us. Perhaps you are the one person in your family who doesn't get drawn into arguments. When everyone else is panicking, they look to you, not for answers, but for your quiet strength. You feel the agitation in the air. It might even feel heavy, like a pressure on your skin. But it does not enter you. It is like being the eye of a hurricane. The world spins wildly, but your core remains profoundly still. This is your energetic signature. The laws of nature itself reveal this principle. The mighty oak tree does not fight the wind. Its strength is in its deep roots, its silent and unmoving core. In the same way, your aura doesn't push against chaos. It absorbs, transforms, and harmonizes it through its own profound stillness. It teaches that true power isn't about controlling the storm outside, but about mastering the peace within. Your stillness is not an absence of feeling. It is the presence of a deep, unshakable connection to the ground of your own being. Therefore, you will find that your very presence can de-escalate conflict, not because you try, but because you are. Your silence is more powerful than 1,000 words. The second manifestation, the weight of unspoken truth. You carry the truth in your body before you ever hear it in words. This is one of the most defining and often challenging aspects of your spiritual glow. It means you feel the dissonance when someone's words do not match their heart. Think of a time a friend told you they were fine, but your own body felt a sudden, inexplicable sadness. Or when a business partner presented a flawless proposal, but a knot of unease formed in your stomach. You didn't have logical evidence, you didn't have proof, but you felt the untruth as a physical sensation. This is your aura acting as a flawless instrument of resonance. It vibrates with what is real, and it becomes heavy and distorted in the presence of falsehood. From a space of deep awareness, we find that energy cannot lie. Words can be constructed, smiles can be feigned, but the energetic field that radiates from a person's core tells their honest story. Your gift is that you are fluent in this language. You feel the jagged edges of a hidden anger, the hollow ache of unexpressed grief, or the chaotic buzz of anxiety that someone is trying to suppress. At first, this can be confusing, making you question your own sanity. But as you learn to trust it, it becomes your most reliable guide. This ability is a sacred responsibility. It does not exist to make you a judge of others, but a compassionate witness to their hidden pain. Your light doesn't just expose the lie, it illuminates the reason for the lie, the fear, the shame, the wound that makes the truth too difficult to speak. The third manifestation, the healing radiance of compassionate gaze. You see more than just a person. When you look at someone, especially someone who is struggling or judged by others, your gaze penetrates the surface. You see past their mistakes, their anger, their defensive walls. You see the flicker of innocent light that still resides within them. This has happened to you. A stranger, seemingly tough and unapproachable, shares their life story with you after only a few moments of conversation. A troubled child who acts out with everyone else becomes calm and open in your presence. They are not responding to what you say or do. They are responding to how you see them. Your aura communicates a silent message of unconditional acceptance, creating a sanctuary where their soul feels safe enough to be seen. Ancient wisdom teaches us that to see the divine in another is to awaken the divine within them. Your compassionate gaze is a form of active energy. It is not a passive observation. It is a transmission of grace. When you refuse to focus on a person's flaws and instead hold a steady focus on their innate goodness, your aura emits a healing frequency. This light resonates with the light in them, reminding it that it exists. This is why people who are in pain are often drawn to you, sometimes without knowing why. They feel your light like a thirsty plant feels the coming rain. Understand this profound truth. Your greatest gift of healing is not in the advice you give, but in the purity of your perception. When you hold someone in this light, you are holding a space for their own transformation. The fourth manifestation, the deep rejuvenation of natural worlds. For you, nature is not just a place to visit. It is a place to return. It is home. The city, with its conflicting energies and technological noise, drains you. But a forest, a mountain, an ocean, these places don't just relax you, they restore you on a soul level. Recall the feeling of walking barefoot on the earth. The cool soil seems to pull the static and anxiety right out of your body. Or the sensation of standing by the ocean, the rhythmic sound of the waves washing your energy field clean. This is not poetry, it is a literal energetic exchange. Your aura, so porous and sensitive to human energies, finds its equilibrium in the pure, grounding frequency of the natural world. The laws of nature remind us that we are part of a vast, interconnected web of life. The trees breathe out what we breathe in. The rivers flow with the same water that flows in our veins. For most people, this is a beautiful idea. For you, it is a felt reality. Your energy field naturally synchronizes with the harmonious rhythms of the earth, the silent wisdom of an old tree, the relentless strength of a flowing river, the expansive peace of the open sky. These are your true teachers and healers. Spending time alone in nature is not an escape for you. It is a sacred pilgrimage. It is where you discharge the chaotic energies you've absorbed from others and recharge with the clean, vital force of life itself. Therefore, you must honor this deep need. Protect your time in nature as you would protect a vital medicine. It is essential for your spiritual health and the continued brightness of your light. The fifth manifestation, the transformative power of solitude. While others fear being alone, you crave it. For you, solitude is not loneliness. It is a necessary and sacred practice of returning to yourself. In the company of others, your energy is constantly extending outwards, sensing, feeling, and harmonizing the environment around you. It is in solitude that you draw that energy back to cleanse, recharge, and remember who you are. The experience is unmistakable. After a day filled with social interaction, no matter how enjoyable, you feel a sense of profound fatigue. It's not a physical tiredness, but an energetic depletion. The quiet of your own space is like a soothing balm. It's in these moments, with no one else's emotions or expectations to process, that you can finally hear the gentle hum of your own soul. This is when you can distinguish your own feelings from the feelings you've absorbed from others. The mystics and sages throughout history understood this truth. They retreated into the desert, the caves, the mountains, not to run from the world, but but to find the strength and clarity to serve it more deeply. From a space of deep awareness, we learn that silence is the womb of creation. It is in the emptiness that everything can be refilled. Your time alone is where you integrate your experiences, receive your deepest insights, and reconnect with the universal energy that sources your light. It's an essential act of energetic hygiene. Never let anyone make you feel guilty for this need. Your solitude is not a rejection of them. It is an embrace of your own inner well-being, which is the source of your gift to the world. And here, at this moment of deep connection to self, it feels right to extend an invitation. If the journey so far resonates with the silent truths of your own heart, know that you are part of a larger community of souls walking a similar path. This channel is a sanctuary for that journey. By subscribing, you are not just joining a channel, you are joining a circle of awareness, a collective of spirits dedicated to understanding and honoring their inner light. I invite you to become part of this community so we may continue this exploration together. The sixth manifestation, the light of authentic presence. In a world filled with masks and personas, your presence is a magnet for authenticity. You may not be the loudest person in the room, but people are drawn to you because they sense that what they see is real. You possess a quiet magnetism that has nothing to do with conventional charisma and everything to do with your refusal to pretend. You have seen this happen. You meet someone for the first time, and instead of engaging in superficial small talk, you share something genuine and vulnerable. This act gives them permission to do the same, and suddenly, a connection of profound depth is formed in minutes. People confess things to you that they haven't told their closest friends. They do this because your aura does not judge, it simply holds a space for the truth to emerge. Your authenticity is a silent invitation for others to drop their own defenses. The philosophy of balance teaches that our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. When your inner world is aligned with truth, your outer presence radiates a coherent and powerful frequency. This is the opposite of those who try to project an image of power or confidence. That kind of energy feels forced and creates resistance. Your energy is an effortless outflow of who you truly are. It is calm, grounded, and deeply reassuring to those who are tired of pretense. Your simple, honest presence becomes a powerful catalyst for genuine human connection. Your greatest power lies in your commitment to being nothing other than yourself. In a loud world, your quiet, authentic presence is a transformative force. The seventh manifestation, the resonance of cosmic connection. You often have a feeling, a deep and unshakable knowing, that you are part of something much, much larger. It's a sense of connection not just to other people, but to the stars, to the cycles of the moon, to the vast, intelligent mystery of the universe itself. This is not a belief, it is a felt experience. This might surface in quiet moments. You look up at the night sky and feel a sense of homecoming. You might sense future events, not in specific detail, but as a subtle shift in the collective energy, a change in the emotional weather of the world. You just know things without knowing how you know them. This is your intuitive sensitivity, your aura, attuning itself not just to the room you are in, but to the larger energy fields of the planet and the cosmos. Wisdom from ancient spiritual traditions speaks of this interconnectedness. They teach that every soul is a drop in a vast ocean of consciousness. While most people feel their own separate drop, you feel the entire ocean. You can sense the collective joys and sorrows of humanity. This can be overwhelming, but it is also the source of your profound compassion and wisdom. Your aura acts as a bridge between the physical and the unseen, making you a channel for information and energy that exists beyond the five senses. This cosmic connection is why you see the larger patterns in life. While others are lost in the details of their personal dramas, you see the overarching lesson, the cyclical nature of growth, the soul's long journey. Trust this expansive awareness. It is your guide to navigating life with grace and purpose. The eighth manifestation, the shield of gentle boundaries. Here we arrive at one of the greatest paradoxes of the empath's journey, Your profound openness requires the cultivation of powerful boundaries. But these are not walls of stone. They are shields of light, boundaries born not of fear, but of love and self-respect. The need for this is rooted in your daily experience. You spend time with a negative or complaining friend, and after they leave, you feel completely drained, as if your own life force has been siphoned away. Or you agree to do something you don't have the energy for, simply to avoid disappointing someone, and you end up feeling resentful and physically ill. This happens because your porous aura naturally absorbs the energy around you, unless you make a conscious choice to manage it. From a space of deep self-awareness, you learn that saying no is one of the most spiritual acts you can perform. A gentle, loving no to another is a powerful yes to your own well-being. A boundary is not a rejection of the other person. It is a sacred container for your own energy. It is you declaring with quiet strength, I honor you and I honor myself. My energy is precious, and I will be intentional about how I share it. This is not selfishness. It is the prerequisite for sustainable service to the world. Mastering this gentle shield is transformative. It allows you to be in the world, but not consumed by it. It enables you to stand next to someone in their storm, offering your compassionate presence without being pulled into their waves. Your light is a gift, and a boundary is how you keep your lamp filled with oil. The ninth manifestation, the hum of creative energy. The same sensitivity that allows you to feel the world so deeply also makes you a natural channel for creative energy. This profound inner life demands an outlet. Whether it's through art, music, writing, gardening, or simply the way you arrange your home, you have an innate need to translate the unseen world of feeling and energy into the visible world of form and beauty. You've likely felt this your entire life. You may not call yourself an artist, but you feel a deep satisfaction in making things. There is a restlessness in your soul that can only be soothed by the act of creation. This is because creating is a grounding act. It takes the overwhelming, boundless influx of sensory and emotional information and gives it a shape, a focus, a container. When you are engaged in a creative act, you enter a state of flow where the noise of the world fades and you become a pure instrument for life's beauty to express itself through you. Ancient wisdom reminds us that we are all co-creators with the universe. The creative impulse is the divine impulse moving through us. For the empath, this is especially true. Your creations are infused with the depth of emotion you carry. A meal you cook is filled with love. A garden you tend radiates peace. Your art contains the silent stories you've absorbed from the world. This is not a mere hobby. It is a vital part of your spiritual path. It is how you process the world's energy and transform its pain into beauty. So honor this creative hum within you. Give it time, give it space, and give it permission to express itself without judgment. It is the song of your soul, and the world needs to hear its melody. So, the journey is not one of becoming something you are not. It is a journey of recognition. It is about understanding the sacred energy you have always carried and learning to honor it, protect it, and share it wisely. This spiritual glow, this rare aura, is not a burden. It is a light that illuminates truth, a light that warms those who are cold, a light that helps others find their own way home. You are a keeper of a quiet flame in a world that often feels dark. Your task is not to fix the world, but to be a steady, unwavering presence of light within it. Walk your path with courage, nurture your stillness, trust your deep knowing, and know that your sensitivity is not a weakness. It is the very source of your extraordinary strength. And if this path of embracing your inner light is one you are committed to walking, then let's continue this journey together. By subscribing to this channel, you affirm your commitment not to me, but to yourself. You commit to the continuous unfolding of your own wisdom, to the nurturing of your spirit, and to being a part of a community that understands the silent language of the heart. Press that button, not as a follower, but as a fellow traveler on this beautiful and profound journey inward.